I recall during our time, we had it like this, but it was never glorious and laborious like this. It was never organized so well like this, to the best of all of us present here. I have every reason to believe that the next administration coming will hand over Nigeria back to PDP. PDP is tired of criticism. But over years we have been criticizing APC. We have been criticizing APC. We are now ready to provide solutions to the problem. It is problem solving now. We are ready to provide solutions to the problem of Nigeria. Part of the solution is why we are here to say. We are gathered here today to provide problem to the solution to problems of Nigeria. Problem banditry, problem corruption, problem of inflation, problem of following of Naira, all problems of confronting Nigeria. We will point that out to them. Ladies and gentlemen, I enjoin you all to meticulously research into what we are doing here. Get all answer to them. Let the APC realize that we are not there for criticism, we are to provide solutions. That we are not only criticizing them, we can provide for them, we can provide solutions for them. Whatever we say, we mean it. Ladies and gentlemen, do your job very well. Do everything very well. God will be with you.
Can Nigeria survive another 4 years of APC? The answer is a resounding no. It is too frightening to contemplate. PDP remains the only credible alternative to APC, and we cannot afford to fail Nigerians. We must keep hope alive. We can do it. Yes, we can, as Obama would say. The revitalized PDP shall be true to the words of our national anthem, to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. It is indeed time to rescue and rebuild Nigeria. Nigeria is in urgent need for a surgical operation. Nigeria is in a permanent emergency. We all know what the problems are. They are man-made and is therefore resolvable. It requires a focused, determined, knowledgeable, and patriotic organization of like minds to build the critical mass necessary for a great leap forward. Yes, it requires leadership with vision and discipline. We suffer from a crisis of governance. The unity of Nigeria is facing unprecedented challenges. Life in Nigeria is increasingly becoming brutish and short as insecurity ravages the land. Poverty is the fault of the ordinary Nigerian. The health and education of our people has not improved. Our people are in want. The economy is in dire straits with the exchange rate now at about 540 to $1 from the 150 to $1 when PDP left office. Prices of foodstuff and essential commodities are unsustainable, clearly beyond the reach of the average Nigerian. Between 35 to 40% of Nigerians are unemployed, and women and youth bear the main brunt. Bandits, kidnappers, terrorists are having a field day, almost unchallenged. Our children are not safe even in their schools. Corruption still stalls the land. Nepotism, ethnic jingoism, and religious bigotry reign supreme in today's APC Nigeria. Our infrastructure is comatose. Trust and hope in Nigeria is at its lowest. Our lamentations can go on ad infinitum. But the test of leadership is the ability to solve problems. What solutions will PDP offer? What is the way forward? Well, this is why we have gathered here to brainstorm and offer solutions and policy options for Nigeria. We cannot only criticize, we must provide workable solutions and clear policy alternatives. This will be presented to the Nigerian people. A sharp contrast must be drawn with the ruling incompetent and rudderless APC administration. PDP has shown that it has learned its lessons. It is ready for power in 2023 to provide hope where ineptitude currently exists. Where APC thrives in excuses, PDP will take responsibility. Where APC thrives in propaganda and deceit, PDP will be transparent with Nigerians. Where APC government thrives in insecurity, PDP will scare Nigeria. Whereas APC presides over Nigeria at the poverty capital of the world, PDP will make Nigeria prosperous. APC has wrecked our economy, but PDP will salvage it. Where APC focuses on selective anti-corruption fight, PDP will fight corruption with appropriate institutional reforms. This retreat has assembled an array of experienced experts, political party administrators, economists, and other faculties. While we await these interventions, permit me to mention an issue of great importance. Nigeria must embrace restructuring to survive. It must restructure its policy, its polity, economy, security, and ways of doing things. It must embrace relative autonomy and decentralization of power. It is in this respect that we continue to condemn the Twitter ban as a retrogressive action that should never have happened. Can Nigeria survive another 4 years of APC? The answer is a resounding no. It is too frightening to contemplate. PDP remains the only credible alternative to APC, and we cannot afford to fail Nigerians. We must keep hope alive. We can do it. Yes, we can, as Obama would say. The revitalized PDP shall be true to the words of our national anthem, to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. With these words, I welcome you to this all-important retreat, and I wish you all the very best. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. This deserves much more than that. A clap, please. PDP is back. PDP is ready. PDP is now again to rescue and build Nigeria. Nigeria is in permanent emergency. Thank you very much.
We have to rebuild a Nigeria that pays decent wages to workers so that we actually have a real economy driven by higher productivity and consumer spending. We have to rebuild Nigeria to become a fertile ground for our young people and other entrepreneurs to unleash their creativity and innovativeness. Let us rebuild Nigeria as a country that does not treat any of its people as second-class citizens. We have to rebuild our party so we can rebuild Nigeria. We have to enthrone internal democracy in our party and get accustomed to it. Let us collectively rebuild PDP as a People's Democratic Party, as our name says, a party that truly belongs to the grassroots. Let us put behind us the quarrels of yesteryears. Let us not fight yesterday's wars, but instead recognize the APC as the real obstacle and danger to Nigeria's progress as a developed, united, and forward-looking country. Let us therefore direct our energies towards defeating that party and implementing a program of rebirth, growth, and opportunity for our country. My friends and colleagues, our task is not going to be easy, but with commitment, dedication, laser focus, and your cooperation with the national leadership of our party and of the government that we shall put in place at the federal level and across the country, we shall succeed. Thank you. And the country as a whole. What do we really stand for? And what do we want to accomplish? Are we just a vehicle for fighting and winning political power, or a movement to rescue Nigeria from the clutches of oppressive and divisive forces and rebuild it for the greater good of Nigerians? Where do we see our parties and Nigeria's role in Africa and the world? This retreat is to energize us and rededicate us to that vision and mission. In this time of grave challenges for our country, this retreat is to recommit us to the sacrifices we need to make to rescue and rebuild the country. And talking about sacrifices, I acknowledge that as PDP members, you have been making enormous sacrifices, especially those of you who have held firm to our principles in the last 6 years plus. But think about the bigger sacrifices made by our founders, who at great risk challenged the military leadership and played a critical role in winning back civilian control of our government. Without their sacrifices, we will not even have a platform and a voice today. Talk less of gathering here to this stock taking. And talking about stock taking, this retreat is an opportunity for us to also do that. Take stock of where we are as a party, how we got there, what went wrong, what went well, and what went wrong. And then collectively think of how we can do better for our party, and more importantly, for our country. You may agree with me that in the last 2 election cycles, we allowed ourselves to be defined by the APC with this massive propaganda machine. Are we going to allow that to happen again? Or would this retreat help to give us the tools and ideas to enable us define ourselves before an opponent does? This retreat is the first in a series of retreats, roundtable dialogues, and conferences to help sharpen our positions on different policy issues. It is my hope that this will set for us a clear roadmap and clarify our thinking on how best to help tackle the problems of our people and our country. In my view, we can no longer be a party that just reacts to what the APC government does. No, we can't be that anymore. We must be a party that thoroughly articulates and designs a clear program of where we want to take Nigeria, as well as how we hold the rudderless APC government to account. We must be more than a party that just issues the occasional press statement condemning the APC government. We must demonstrate to Nigerians that years in opposition have not dented our will and desire to win and to govern for the benefit of our country. Nigerians look up to us to reunite this country, which has been badly divided over the past 6 years. Nigerians want to see what we are united and ready to govern. That is why the theme of this retreat is very apt. Surely, Nigeria needs rescuing and rebuilding. The damage done by the APC is pretty obvious. Insecurity everywhere, including shared sovereignty with criminal and terrorist gangs. A collapsed economy with a comatose manufacturing sector, soaring prices, naira near worthless, interest rates very high, with the Central Bank of Nigeria picking and choosing winners and losers, and virtually running a parallel government, which even leaves the Vice President confused. Collapsed infrastructure, terrorist sympathizers in government, and confusion everywhere, as Fela would say. We must offer a clear, workable alternative to rebuild our country. Just recently, the U.S. Council on Foreign Relations published a study by 2 experts which said already Nigeria is a failed state and it will soon collapse. That is what the APC government has brought us to. We need not waste our energy arguing with the American researchers, whether they are right or not. Rather, we should focus our energies, imagination, and creativity towards ensuring that their prognosis does not come to pass. We must work to reverse that march towards collapse. Think about this for a moment. At no point did the list of leaders of countries that have collapsed come together and agree to collapse their countries. No, they never did. Rather, it is combination and accumulation of words and actions by individuals and groups that led to their collapse. No other party in this country is better equipped and placed to rescue and rebuild this country than the PDP. We did it before. While memories may be short sometimes, most of us still remember the last years of military rule in Nigeria and the unstable, crisis-ridden and debt-ridden country that PDP inherited. a country shunned by the rest of the citizens of the world, a pariah state. However, within a few short years of the PDP government, led by Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, we reversed the economy, the collapse of the economy. We stabilized the exchange and interest rates, made strides in the provision of infrastructure, secured us relief from foreign creditors, and restored faith in our country, both by its citizens and foreign investors. Many of our citizens in the diaspora returned and set up businesses here, or contributed in other ways. Foreign investors trooped in. Abuja and other cities transformed from sites of abandoned projects to thriving construction sites and livable cities. Do we remember what our telephone system was like before the PDP government gave us GSM? From the biggest economy on the continent, the APC administration destroyed the country and turned Nigeria into the headquarters of poverty in the world. My dear friends and colleagues, we can do this again. However, we have to do the first things first. Nigerians are not going to vote for us just because we had done well before. People do not vote for the past, but for the present and the future. We have to demonstrate that we can do better than the current APC government. But we must start with putting our house in order. We are a big tent, indeed a big umbrella. Yes, within the party, we have different tendencies, worldviews, and lived experiences. But our overriding interest should be Nigeria, to bring it back from the brink, to make it better, to present Nigeria to the world again as a country of serious, competent, and committed people. When we rebuild it well, we will all benefit. We have to build Nigeria to provide education for all citizens. We have to rebuild a Nigeria that secures its borders and protects its law-abiding citizens wherever in the country they may live, whatever their occupation and whatever their language, religion, and ethnicity. We have to rebuild a Nigeria with roads, bridges, and railways that crisscross and connect different parts of this country to facilitate and promote the movement of people and goods to grow our economy.